Well, 1 week from now, the National Labor Relations Board is set to vote on a plan to speed up union elections from the current 38 days to as few as 10 days. Now, critics say it gives businesses no time then to make their case. Now, the only Republican on that board is reportedly threatening to quit in a bid to block the vote. My next guest calls the NLRB plan a real turkey. Vincent Vernuccio is with the not-so-labor-friendly Competitive Enterprise Institute. How would this change things, Vincent, if it were to become law?
Okay, well, no, CEI is very worker-friendly. Got to correct you there. And by the way, happy early Thanksgiving, Neil. Well, what this would do is currently the union election
I'm not saying
process,
you're worker-friendly, not worker-friendly. I'm saying you're not exactly union-friendly.
Well, we put workers above big labor, unlike this regulation that puts big labor bosses in front of workers. Let me tell you how the election process works today. Right now, unions can campaign for months, if almost up to a year, trying to convince workers why they're the best. A lot of times, the employers have no idea this is going on. Then, when the union knows that they can win, they have a vast majority of workers saying, well, I'll probably vote for you. They file with the National Labor Relations Board, then the employer gets wind of it, and then there's an election. And the election usually happens about a month after the filing. What this would do is expedite that election, make it an ambush election, and give workers only 10 days to hear what the employers have to say about unionization. Picture it this way, a presidential campaign where one candidate gets to campaign for months, and then the other candidate only even finds out he's a candidate a week before the election. That's what this would do. No,
I understand where you're coming from, Vincent. You could flip it around the other way and say the unions have 10 days to make their case to be in a unionized workshop, to push a unionized workshop to a workforce that might be perfectly fine in a non-unionized workshop. So it could work to the employer's advantage as well, couldn't it?
Well, no, because what usually happens is the union comes in with salts. The unions are the ones that really control this process. And what they do is they campaign for months. It's not like they're just going to come in and say, hey, we want an election before they talk to any of the employees.
I see.
No matter what's going to happen, they're going to be talking to the employees for months before the employer even gets wind of what's going on.
You know, Vince, what's really going on here between the push to stop Boeing from expanding in South Carolina, right-to-work state, the effort to get instantaneous union representation on corporate boards through a sort of a backdoor Trojan horse approach, this thing. I mean, they are exhausting all legal means, questionable otherwise, to get their way, and they could very well get their way. What do you make of it?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head there, Neil. It's the questionable legal means. I mean, they are trying everything in the power, not just in the labor sphere, but across the spectrum in this Obama administration to bypass the democratic process, bypass Congress, and try to get their way via regulation. And it's because they know that the American people don't want this, and they have to give favors back to their buddies in the unions that helped get them elected.
All right, we'll watch closely. Vincent, great seeing you again. Be well.
Great. Happy Thanksgiving, Neil.
To you as well, Vincent. Vincent Vernuccio.